This morning we got Jacqueline Sarkeesian live at Zilker Park with more and a very festive sweater.
She's ready.
Is ready to tell us all about it. Morning, Jacqueline.
Yeah. Hey, good morning to both of you guys. Dave, you know, this isn't quite as festive as your Santa suit or whatever you call it, but you know, getting close. So Trail of Lights officially opened to the public today, running for 2 weeks. A very cool event here in Austin, but with this event comes a lot of traffic and some street closures we do want to remind you of. So take a look at this map starting today through December 23rd. All lanes on Barton Springs and Stratford Drive will be closed. That's from 5:30 p.m. to 11 p.m. Now here's a look on how you can get to the trail. Parking is prohibited in surrounding neighborhoods. So the trail is asking that you be mindful of those living in the Zilker Park area and Rollingwood. Law enforcement will be out enforcing parking. This is the 54th year of Trail of Lights. And like I mentioned, today is the big grand opening. The foundation continues to expand the Christmas tradition every year, but there's the usual food, music, and of course, tons and tons of lights. There's more than 2 million lights, over 65 displays, live entertainment, and never before seen displays. That includes a 13-foot illuminated carriage, 12 7-foot lighted guitars, of course, paying tribute to Austin's musical roots, and a 25-foot spiral holiday tree. The Trail of Lights Foundation Board President-elect was on our morning show yesterday. She shares with us what's new this year. The Trail of Lights runs through December 23rd. Free admission days are Monday through Wednesday over the next 2 weeks. Parking is limited, so remember to buy your parking passes ahead of time online or just find a different mode of transportation to the park. You guys, the trail opens tonight at 7. Now, normally every year this brings about 400,000 people, but with these new additions, the trail is expecting much more than that. Back to you. Good morning, Dave. Yeah, this is a must-do on a lot of people's Christmas lists. Now, you can see some of the lights are up at this hour. Of course, not all of them. I know Jane mentioned this. There are going to be some street closures due to Trail of Lights. So take a look at this map so we can give you some more information on that. Starting today through December 23rd, all lanes on Barton Springs and Stratford Drive will be closed. That's from 5 p.m. to 11 p.m. Parking is prohibited in the surrounding neighborhoods, so the trail's asking people that you be mindful of those living in the Zilker Park area and Rollingwood. Law enforcement will also be out enforcing parking. This is the 54th year of the Trail of Lights, and today is the big grand opening. Here's some photos people have been sending us from past Trail of Lights and some of the special previews that have already happened here. The foundation continues to expand the Christmas tradition every year, but there's the usual food, music, and of course, tons of lights. There's more than 2 million lights, over 65 displays, live entertainment, and never before seen displays. That includes a 13-foot illuminated carriage, 12 7-foot lighted guitars paying tribute to Austin's musical roots, and a 25-foot spiral holiday tree. The Trail of Lights Foundation Board President-elect was on our morning show yesterday. She shares with us what's new this year. The trail opens tonight at 7, you guys. Santa himself will be here every night, and I actually got to go to the fun run a couple of weeks ago with my family. So if you guys haven't been yet, super cool, a lot of fun stuff happening.
Yeah, you've already done it. We've got our tickets for this week. I cannot wait. Always love seeing the Trail of Lights.
Oh, yeah, you're going to have fun.
All right, Jacqueline, thank you.
Oh, yeah, Lauren, you're going to love it. Runner, your son is going to love it, too. There's a lot of new things on the trail. Santa will be there, so Runner can take another picture with Santa. You can see there's the Ferris wheel, a lot of fun things here. There's also some guitars to highlight, of course, Austin's connection with music. But there are some things people need to be aware of. There's going to be some extra traffic in this area as the grand opening is today. So take a look at this map to help navigate your way here to Zilker Park. Starting today through December 23rd, all lanes of Barton Springs and Stratford Drive will be closed. That's from 5:30 to 11 o'clock. Parking is prohibited in surrounding areas, so the trail's asking that you be mindful of residents who live in the Zilker Park area and Rollingwood. Law enforcement will also be out to enforce parking. This is the 54th year of the Trail of Lights, and today is the grand opening, so the public can come. The foundation continues to expand this Christmas tradition every year. There's the usual things like food, music, and of course, a lot of lights. There's more than 2 million lights, over 65 displays, live entertainment, and never before seen displays. That includes a 13-foot illuminated carriage, 12 7-foot lighted guitars, like I mentioned, and a 25-foot spiral holiday tree. The Trail of Lights Foundation Board President-elect was on our morning show yesterday. She shares with us what's new this year.
We have some amazing displays to add on to our existing displays. So you can see tons of guitars that are lit up. We have an amazing display of light that is called the Twirly Twirly Christmas Tree. There's upside down Christmas trees. It's a huge display that is presented by Keeping Austin Weird. So that's a cool addition, as well as our marketplace. So now we have this amazing addition where you can come down and you can actually do some holiday shopping. So that's a great addition.
Trail of Lights runs through December 23rd, so for 2 weeks. Free admission days are Mondays through Wednesdays over the next 2 weeks. Again, parking is limited, so remember to buy your parking passes ahead of time online or just find a different way to get here. There are going to be some shuttles as well as rideshare services will be able to help get you to the park. In the next hour, we're actually going to be allowed inside, so we'll show some of those cool things on Good Day. Back to you.
All right, can't wait to see more. Jacqueline, thank you.
Hey, good morning to both of you guys. I've made my way on Santa's sleigh. The only thing missing, Rudolph and the other reindeer. But Kyle, my photographer, says this is a futuristic sleigh. So he thinks it just goes off with some type of power jet or something. No need for the reindeer. But this is really cool. This is one of the marketplaces, one of the new things happening this year for the Trail of Lights. They have the Twinkle Tavern, which is a bar. This is where all the food vendors set up. And I know all morning long I've been telling you guys about these massive guitars. That's also new this year. Well, here are some of them. 12-foot guitars. They all light up at night. This is the Zilker stage where the musical acts perform at night. We have one of the board members from the Trail of Lights Foundation. AJ Bingham is here this morning. Thanks so much for being here bright and early. I know a bit of an early start.
Yeah, I'm glad to be here.
So tell people what is new this year. There are quite a few new additions.
Yeah, we've updated some of our activations, but my favorite additions are the Live the Trail music series we're doing. It kicks off tonight with a grand opening with Tamika Jones, and also our new holiday market where people can come and get just little items they might want from the tree.
And that's where this is all happening, correct? In this area?
Yes, correct. Yeah, so Live the Trail will be this lovely stage you just talked about, and yeah.
Very cool. So more than 12 million lights. We've got over 65 displays. Talk about the process of setting something this massive.
It's a year-round effort. Our board, we meet with our events company, and planning starts pretty much right after this trail ends. We go over what went right, what went wrong, little adjustments to make, and then we look at logistics, what can we move around. The stage, for example, last year was more central in the park. This area makes it more prominent, kind of for all traffic to kind of see.
Yeah.
But it's a year-round effort.
And it's kind of nice because this is all set up towards the end of the trail. So
Correct.
As you're kind of making your way out of Zilker Park, you're like, oh, hey, let's go shopping or let's have a drink, let's get some food and listen to music.
That's correct. Yeah, we have options, adult options, kid-friendly options, and the Yule log is also over here, so people can get a little warm up if it's a cold night, hopefully.
Yeah.
And
this week is going to be cold.
Yes. Hopefully cold and dry is what we want. So.
Also happening this week, special events, correct? For
correct.
Students, and you guys are honoring veterans as well.
That's correct. Tomorrow night we have our Heroes Night, which honors our veterans as well as first responders, law enforcement. That kicks off at 7 tomorrow. And then Wednesday we have our movie night featuring the Polar Express, some partnership with the Austin Parks Foundation.
Very cool. All right, AJ, thank you so much. We're going to talk to AJ a little more, and we're going to check out more spots of this trail. So it kicks off tonight. The grand opening is at 7 o'clock. You guys bust out your favorite ugly Christmas sweater. I guess it doesn't need to be ugly. Your gloves, scarf, beanie, hat. I mean, it's going to be a cold one. So also going to be a fun one. Hey, good morning, you guys. So one of the new things happening this year for the Trail of Lights are these upside down trees. They're kind of highlighting the fact, the slogan here, keep Austin weird. So definitely a weird thing going on, but there are several new additions to the Trail of Lights. I also want to touch on the fact that with the Trail of Lights, of course, comes more traffic and some street closures. So take a look at this map before we dive in. Avoid the traffic mess. You guys, this is that 12-foot spiral tree I just mentioned, and then as Rachel Green said, these are those upside down Christmas trees. The party starts tonight at 7 and it's gonna be a good time, so put on your most festive Christmas sweater and come check out the Trail of Lights.
Love it. They're so festive this morning.
Yes.
Gives me a good idea. I got to put on my sweater before Thursday.